We're coming out here to learn about like wildlife and our surroundings.
I'm learning about the wildlife in the Suisun Marsh and learning about all the plants and all the animals that we find.
They're out here to investigate the lands and act like scientists and see what's out here and get familiar with where they live. They've been bringing students out to Rush Ranch since 2008. Their attempt to get all 6th grade students from the county out on our properties. It's aligned with our mission to get people out on our properties.
I love the fact that the kids get to come out into the field and really put to work all of the time and energy that they spent in the classroom. They get to explore and investigate at the ranch. So they get to put kind of a name with a face. So they learn about the watershed, but to be able to actually come out and be a part of it is absolutely amazing for them.
The students were very excited. They were so engaged, they were equally engaged because it was an opportunity they don't get often.
The Suisun Marsh Watershed Program is all-encompassing. So we are having our educators visit the classroom weeks leading up to the field trip.
Before the students come out to Rush Ranch, we give them 3 lessons ahead of time that teach them about some of the major threats to the marsh.
The students were able to see how litter and pollutants move through their environment and into their watershed. Here in Vallejo, their watershed is the San Pablo Bay, so it's important to us that the students know where their stormwater goes.
Throughout the years, we've been changing our Suisun Marsh Watershed program to be more interactive for the students.
It's not that they weren't focused on science and investigation before, but there's much more of a focus now on science inquiry and encouraging the students to really think like scientists and look through different lenses.
Now keep going! And you pressed it into the ground and you got like mud samples and you compared one side of the marsh from the other side.
The one thing that I learned today is about the mud and the sand. Water running down, it goes into the wetlands and the wetlands get all the water.
I learned a few plants names and I learned like to listen to the sounds. You get to see how wildlife really is instead of just like seeing it on TV or something, and actually experiencing it.
I love to come out and work with the students, but one of the most exciting things is when you're showing them or they notice something, and to hear a student say, wow, that, to me, that makes every single bit of this worth every minute of it.
I think that this program is so important because environmental education should be equitable. It should be accessible to all students. It's having all 6th graders that will be able to come out here in the marsh, be outside and think like a scientist.
It's really cool to learn, and if you're a first timer, just come out and try it. It's really fun.